Okay, I'm gonna talk about that Running Man movie in just a second. I'm gonna first of all thank John Doe for passing this information on, because this is basically what inspired the Running Man part of this video. This is a great website full of information about the upcoming feast days, the upcoming eclipses, the upcoming blood moons, and the significance of all those in these biblical end times. So if you're into this stuff, this is for you. You can tell this guy put a lot of time into this. This is some really, really great stuff. I want to share with you the one part that really stuck out to me. Now, I don't know when the stock market's going to crash. I really, really don't. I have my theories and my ideas, which I've shared with you, but I'm not pulling the strings. So I'm never going to know. I have no idea when this bubble is going to collapse or crash or pop or whatever you want to call it. I really think it's going to be any day now, but this man here makes some really strong evidence of why it may not take place until 2015. Let me show you. Every 7 years, a sabbatical Shemitah occurs on the 29th of Elul. Shemitah means to let fall or release. The last two sabbatical Shemitahs nearly destroyed our stock market in 2001 and 2008, with a loss of 684 and 777 points respectively. The largest point drops in history according to Time magazine. And here are the two links to back that up. Now, here's where it gets weird. The next one, or 13 September 2015, appears to be an unusual day of speculative alignment. 7 years. This one specific day is a 7-year sabbatical Shemitah, Feast of Trumpets at sunset, a Sunday, a solar eclipse, preceded by a rare tetrad of blood moons on the feast days, and the year of Jubilee begin 10 days later. Now, I know the stock market doesn't open on Sundays, but you can get a good look at what the stock market's going to do when it opens Monday morning by taking a look at it Sunday night. Now, I can't imagine how the heck this thing will make it another 2 years, a stock market I mean, but maybe we'll have a crash or two, but then the next big one really won't be until 2015. I don't know. But all I can say is that we certainly live in a history that repeats itself, and in a reality where history repeats itself. And so it makes you wonder if the last two of these Shemitahs or whatever, the stock market crashed, it makes you wonder when the next one comes up if history is going to repeat itself or not. Now, I want to move your attention to this movie, The Running Man, that came out in the mid-'80s. This movie was, I can't remember the year, but it came out in the mid-'80s. And I want to kind of go ahead and show how it sounds like the movie was hinting at this indeed. By 2017, the world economy has collapsed. Food, natural resources, and oil are in short supply. A police state divided into paramilitary zones rules with an iron hand. Television is controlled by the state, and a sadistic game show called The Running Man has become the most popular program in history. All art, music, and communications are censored. No dissent is tolerated, and yet a small resistance movement has managed to survive underground. I'll put this below. You can watch the whole thing on YouTube. I'm afraid to show any more than this because the last time I showed just a small snippet from King of the Hill, they flagged that video and shut it down. The only reason why I'm showing this little bit is because since the whole video is on, or the whole movie's on YouTube, maybe I can get away with doing this. But you have to see this movie if you have not watched it recently. Right after this, the movie opens with Arnold Schwarzenegger flying a Black Hawk helicopter, it looks like anyway, over some major populous city. I don't know if it's New York. I don't know if it's Los Angeles because it doesn't say New York City, I mean. But the movie opens with him flying this helicopter over a city, and he says, food riots down wherever, so-and-so block or so-and-so city, I can't remember. So then he gets a call over the radio, and the radio says, blast them. And Schwarzenegger's like, no, I'm not gonna blast civilians and women and children trying to get food. And then these guys in this helicopter try to kill him. Does this not sound like where we're headed, especially in our immediate future? For this movie to be made in the mid-'80s, and say by the year 2017 the global economies are going to be broke, communication, art, expression of creativity is going to be censored, and we're going to be living in martial law, pretty cuss and prophetic. So I just wanted to point this out. Thanks again to John Doe for passing that great information along. I really appreciate it. Thanks for sharing it with me. And thank you to my teammates, and thank you to my subscribers. And thanks for all the support. See you all in the next video. All right, bye.